Aren't you tired of hearing that sound every single morning? It's time to stop regretting and start appreciating that cold mechanical voice saying it's time to get up. You know, that sound? The one you hated for years? The one that steals those last 5 minutes of comfort? Because maybe it isn't dragging you out of bed. Maybe it's pulling you into the life you're supposed to build. What if I told you there's a way to never dread that noise again? A way to wake up without feeling lazy, insignificant, and exhausted. Without dragging yourself through 5 days just to feel alive for 2. It doesn't have to be this way forever. Your pain, your exhaustion, your desire to do nothing, it isn't weakness. It's a signal, a reminder that it's time to change, a reminder to stop waking up to the life you hate and start waking up ready to fight for the life you're chasing. This is where transformation begins. So congratulations. You did what 99% of the population isn't willing to do. You didn't just complain about your situation. You chose to take action by showing up here today. That small decision, it might seem insignificant right now, but it's more important than you realize. So welcome to your fight. Make no mistake, it's not gonna be easy, so acknowledge it now. This is gonna be a hard, ruthless journey. This isn't one day and I'm done. It's one day, then another, then another. But if you can survive today, what's stopping you from surviving tomorrow? It's only that your mindset is telling you to take it easy. It's time to turn that volume down, because you're never gonna feel ready on day one. Nobody ever does. So do it anyway. If you want to stop dreading the day, it's time to wake up and to pay attention to what you're doing. Right now, you aren't doing enough. You aren't doing it with intention. You aren't moving in the right direction. So wake the fuck up and do everything today with a fucking purpose. I don't care if it's filling your gas tank. Swipe your credit card with a purpose, like you got somewhere important to be, because you do. We get 24 hours a day, 24 hours. That's it. So make every second count. Ask yourself this: are you tired of wasting time and living a life you regret? Because you damn well should be. You should be dog tired of it, because time is the one thing you will never get back. If you died today, would you be happy with what you left behind? So tell me, why are you deciding to change now? Is it the aimless scrolling you're tired of, or watching others live their lives while you're doing nothing? Do you want to show your children, your siblings, yourself that life can be more than this? What is your why? Because we're only as strong as our reason to fight. So find that reason, because that reason is gonna be your fuel, your chance to give it your all and do what you've never done before. Whether you realize it or not, you have everything it takes inside you. Every atom in your body is made up of the same elements: carbon, oxygen, and stardust. That is what build legends. Mike Tyson, LeBron James, Conor McGregor. They're made up the same things that you're made up of. So don't you dare say that you're not capable. The only difference between you and them is how you spend your time. If you had the willpower to choose to be different day after day, you won't just create a life you don't hate. You'll create the life you always imagined. You know that life you saw in your head as a kid where you hoped you lived? That's gonna be you. So stop complaining. Stop blaming everyone else. Make a plan and execute. Because you're not just some person trapped on a floating rock. You are literally made up the same matter as the stars. It's your choice now. Will you become a black hole, suck the life out of everything around you with excuses and negativity? Or will you become a star that brightens the entire sky for others to follow? Because here's the untold reality of what it means to be a winner. Change feels like hell before it feels like freedom. You'll wake up sore, tired, doubting yourself. You will have to fight that voice in your head screaming at you to quit. But listen closely. That voice, it isn't the truth. That's just your old identity dying. Every rep you struggle through, every minute you resist the pull of your old habits, every single time you choose the hard path over comfort, you are building the man you promised yourself you'd become. And yeah, it's fucking uncomfortable, but growth always is. Pain is proof you're moving forward. Discomfort means transformation is happening in real time. You don't need to feel ready. You just need to show up when everyone else would quit. So what's it gonna be? You gonna keep talking about change? Or are you finally gonna make it? You gonna keep waking up tired of your own excuses, hating the sound of your alarm, dragging yourself through another day you don't want? Or are you gonna slam that alarm off, stand up with a purpose, look yourself in the mirror and say, I'm done being half asleep in my own damn life? Because if not now, then when? The sun, it's gonna rise and set without you. Time is gonna keep moving. So don't you dare wait until your time runs out, dying with your own regrets. Life isn't waiting on you. It doesn't care about your plans, your pain, or your potential. Life is happening whether you like it or not, with or without you. So wake up. Wake up before your dreams turn to regret, before your potential becomes nothing but a memory. Every second you waste is another second you owe the grave. So make your time here mean something. Make your actions echo long after you're gone. You were born from chaos and stardust, built to burn brighter than your fears. So stop acting small. Stop playing the victim. Stop waiting for the perfect moment. It's never coming. Greatness isn't gonna show up and knock on your door. You drag yourself out of bed and chase it down like your life depends on it, because it does. You want change? Fight for it. Bleed for it. Crawl for it if you have to. Stop waiting for motivation to magically strike. Be your own ignition source. The world doesn't hand out respect. You earn that shit with every rep, every step, every single day you refuse to fold. This is where boys become men and dreams become reality. Right here, right now. in the pain, the doubt, the exhaustion, when you're dead tired and still pushing forward. If your legs are shaking, stand anyway. If your voice trembles, speak anyway. If your body screams quit, go one more minute anyway. Because every time you push yourself when you don't want to, you steal one more inch from the life that tried to bury you. And one day soon, you'll wake up and realize you became unstoppable. Now remember this feeling. Hold on to it. You're not alone in this fight. There's a whole pack of us out here rebuilding ourselves one day at a time. So join the pack. Hit subscribe, turn on your notifications for more content like this. It's better to surround yourself with others who turn pain into power. Welcome to your comeback. We climb together and we don't quit. The most dangerous enemy you'll ever face isn't outside. It's not the world. It's not the people around you. It's not timing, luck, or circumstance. No, it's the version of you staring back in the mirror. That weaker you, the one who whispers, "Not today." The one who bargains for comfort you haven't earned. The one who promises tomorrow will be different while stealing every today from right under your feet. He knows your fears. He knows your doubts. He knows every wound you hide from. And worst of all, he knows exactly how to turn them into chains. Every morning he sits beside you in bed, not shoving you down, but inviting you to stay small. Just rest. You deserve a break. You can start when you feel ready. He's polite. He's persuasive. And he is relentless. And the truth is, he's been winning slowly. Quietly, day after day, one snooze button at a time, one skipped rep, one excuse, one broken promise. Losing slowly never feels like losing. It feels harmless. It feels gentle. It feels like nothing is happening until everything is gone. Until the mirror becomes a reminder of who you could have been instead of who you are. Because nobody ever tells you that you don't fall at once. You fall one tiny surrender at a time, and each surrender feels reasonable. But the good news, it's just as powerful on the other side. You can rise the same way you can fall. One more rep, one choice, one win against that weaker version of you. This is the moment that separates the men who talk from the men who transform. It's the moment that you stop blaming the world and you start calling the enemy by his real name. Because it's not life holding you down. It's not other people. It's not even your past. It's you in this moment. It's the you fighting at half strength while the weaker you fights like survival depends on it. Because it does. If he loses, he dies. And he knows it. That's why he clings so hard. So here's your choice. the same choice every champion faces. Stay down, let the weaker version of you run your life for the rest of your life. Or stand up. Become the version of you he's terrified you might become. Because you weren't built to take punches forever. You were built to throw them. You weren't born to flinch. You were born to rise again and again. Not perfect, not fearless, just unbreakable. Because you've been knocked down before. You failed before. Hell, you even quit. Maybe more times than you even admit it out loud. But that's good. That means you're exactly where the story gets interesting, because falling isn't the test. Falling is the shaping. Falling is where the average stay down and the unstoppable get up. Why do we fall? Not to stay broken, not to wait for motivation, not to drown in regret. We fall so we can rise with intention, with clarity, with anger, with hunger burning in our chest. We fall so the man we were dies grasping on the floor, and the man we're becoming can stand up over him. This is that moment, the turning point. This is the pivot, the shift in your life, that spark in your spine that says no more. From this day on, when your body says stop, you take one more minute. When your mind screams quit, you take one more step. Every inch forward is a theft stealing your life back from the weaker version of you. Forward is forward. Inches turn to feet. Feet to miles. Miles to a life you didn't talk about, but you earned. And not far from now, you'll look in that mirror and see a man the old you could never keep up with. A man who got up when others stayed down. A man who fought when others surrendered. A man who rose every time he fell. A wolf born in the cold, raised in the dark, sharpened by scars, defined by resilience, driven by hunger. Wolves don't ask for easier trails. They hunt through the wind, through the night, through the blood. Not because the world owes them anything, but because they owe it to themselves. So get up, stand tall, show your demons the door. The weaker version of you is done, finished, buried, and if he whispers again, let him whisper to a man he no longer owns. Because you didn't survive hell to stay small. You survived so you could rise, so you could hunt, so you could finish the climb. Join the pack, hit subscribe, show up tomorrow, and the next day, and the next. Because wolves don't quit. They rise every time until they win. Most people think the hardest part is getting up. But what if I told you that's a lie? That the hardest part is giving your all every day. Knowing you have changed, pushing yourself, and still not seeing any results. It's busting your ass day after day to be better, then looking around at the same four walls, the same car, the same life. New habits, new mentality, but the same damn reality. It's when you can see the light at the end of the tunnel, but it's just out of reach, and you start hearing those voices slip into the deep part of your mind. Why? Why me? Why haven't I gotten there yet? But you can't let that little bit of doubt take over. Not now. Not after all the hard work, sweat, and tears. I know that you're doing everything right. I know you want to be the one who changes their life forever. And I know you still aren't where you want to be. And that makes you doubt everything. But the frustration you feel, the exact pain of not being satisfied, is the proof that you're on the right track. Because real champions are never satisfied. We fight with our lives for that 1 second to have your hand raised. But after that 1 second is over, we are back to the grind, back to wanting more, back to wanting to feel the feeling of winning again. It's an endless cycle of competition within yourself to be the better you. That one moment when you finally start moving forward. That is the moment the universe says, all right, show me how bad you want it. And that is where the real war starts. A moment of calmness, silence, and relief. A moment when it feels like everything is just right. You're just floating through life, but it only lasts a second because we are champions. We might have won the battle, but have we won the war of life? I don't think so. So enjoy the peace while it lasts, because a bigger war you didn't see coming is approaching. People you thought you surpassed are sneaking up on your heels. If you even think about resting now, everything you work for will become temporary, because nothing stays still. Not your progress, not your competition, not your demons. If you rest like the war is won, then everything you built is for nothing. It's like a sandcastle waiting for the tide. Those people you thought were behind you, they're rebuilding themselves every minute you relax. Opportunities are shifting, rearranging. They're all waiting for that one slip, that one night you choose comfort over commitment. Because that second you stop moving, the ground you gained around you becomes someone else's runway. What got you here won't get you there. The habits that saved your life won't be enough to build your new one. The world doesn't need your muscle memory. It demands calibration. It needs a new map, a new metric, a new reason to fight that isn't stitched together from yesterday's anger and fear. So lay your life out on the table. Every habit, every choice, every hour of your day. Figure out what's been building you and what's been eating you alive. Keep the weapons, drop the anchors, guard your time like a soldier behind enemy lines. Kill your excuses before they crawl back into your bloodstream. Sharpen, refine, evolve. This is surgery, not nostalgia. Cut away the things holding you back. Because there will come a point when momentum feels like it's on your side. And that's exactly when it will betray you. Momentum tricks you into thinking the climb is automatic. That just waking up is enough. That doing most of the work is okay. That consistency gives you permission to coast. But momentum dies the second you relax. And once it dies, you'll bleed twice as much effort just trying to resurrect it. So don't let up. Not today. Not when the hill is finally tilting your way. You didn't drag yourself up this mountain just to slip back down. At the base of the mountain, one bad step means nothing. You stumble an inch, you catch yourself. But up here, one wrong move can send you right off the cliff. One lazy day, one compromise, one I'll do it tomorrow and gravity takes everything you've bled for. So plant your feet, dig your claws into the ice, climb like the mountain is trying to throw you off. Because it is. Up here, everything starts to change. And not just inside you. Your friends will ask you why you're different. Your family's gonna wonder why you never around. The same voices that cheered your first steps will go silent when you take your biggest ones. And that's when you learn something brutal. You're not outgrowing places. You're outgrowing people. And as painful as it is, you can't drag everyone with you. If you try to haul your old friends up the mountain, they'll just fall and pull you down too, because they weren't built to weather this storm. So it's time to leave the sheep behind and run with the wolves. Once you leave them behind, the rules change, the air gets thinner, the pressure gets heavier. Every move matters more than the last. Up here, nobody hands you the next step. You learn fast or you freeze, you adapt or you slip. The climb doesn't give a damn about your feelings. It cares only if you can keep going. This is where your instincts take over. Not motivation, not hype. Just the part of you that refuses to go back to being average, because the mountain belongs to the one who wants it most, the ones who keep climbing when every muscle in his body is screaming to let go. So drag your bloody knuckles if you have to, scream into the wind if you must, but do not stop. Because the only man who reaches the summit is the one who refuses to fall, even when falling seems way easier than hanging on. Now, remember this moment. Feel it. You are the lone wolf clawing your way upward, and you don't have to fight alone. There's a whole pack of us climbing this mountain together. Quiet fighters, rebuilders, men who don't quit. So join the pack. Subscribe now and turn on notifications so you never miss a battle cry like this. Surround yourself with others who turn their pain into power, because together we keep climbing. Together we fight, and we don't quit. Welcome to your comeback.